What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Jay and Hater Podcast.
Welcome back. How you feeling?
I am good, man. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I got extended weekend, so.
Oh, yeah, boy. I think I'm just going to go on and play a little hooky tomorrow.
I'm sick.
Shh, don't tell them.
No, I ain't sick. I'm not putting that over myself. I'm just not going to be in tomorrow.
I'm like, say, bro, I just need to take me a mental health day. And I'm just going to lay up, just chill.
And eat.
Probably.
And eat.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Like, where would you rank? Where would you rank India Arie as an artist?
What do you mean?
Like, who would you? I guess what I'm thinking, like, who would you think is like comparable to India Arie?
Like, where would you? For me, because I mean, I like some of her music, but I would put her against like maybe Angie Stone, like in that realm. You kind of like Erica and Jill, but you know, you have Erica and Jill up here, and then they're like the.
What is her major song?
Who, India Arie?
India Arie.
She has that video song, and then she has "I'm Not My Hair." Which one?
What's the video?
Not your average girlfriend video.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of.
My body, so I'm like built like a supermodel. Because I am a queen. That song.
Oh, okay. Look, I mean,
she's riding the bike and stuff.
That's what I'm thinking. Because every time I think of like somebody in a music video on a bike, I think of what's that Corey Ray Ben song?
Who?
I don't know her name.
Corey Ray. Who is that?
Corey Bailey.
What song is Corinne Bailey Ray? You will not do her like that.
You know what I was talking about?
I'm sorry, Corinne. I'm so sorry. Yes, Corinne Bailey Ray.
Yeah. Every time I think of like somebody singing.
Yeah, India. Yeah, that's how her video is.
Okay, but only reason I even really just kind of brought it up, right?
Because what is she doing?
It's kind of random that I would think about India Arie because I don't even really know her music like that. But it made me think about it is because I got an email today about her
from India Arie. Does she need some money? Don't you send no money Western Union to her because her account's frozen?
But she said she in Africa need to get out. She needs some help. The prince got her. Anyway, man, look, you take me off track. So, like, I got an email from Spotify saying that, you know, she was talking about yanking her music off Spotify because of Joe Rogan.
What did Joe Rogan do?
Bruh.
What did he do to India Arie?
Listen. All right, let me kind of backtrack a little bit. So, you know, he made some comments on, you know, he got a podcast, right?
Apparently people like it.
They love it. He had, you know, people was talking about him making wrong statements about COVID-19 on his podcast. So other artists were saying, yo, if Spotify don't like put some disclaimers or make him correct it or take his stuff down, we're going to take our music off Spotify.
What was he saying to make, what did he do to make them that mad?
Well, you know, people just don't like a lot of information. I ain't gonna say they don't like a lot of information about COVID-19, but there's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
So when people feel like anything is remotely misinformation, then they be like, I'm a bitch about it and they shouldn't say that. And because I feel like they shouldn't say that, they need to take everything down that they say that shit.
Oh.
So it's kind of one of those situations.
Okay.
But India Arie is like, yeah, I hear y'all talking about that, but I'm taking my shit down for a whole nother reason. She was like, y'all realize how many times he done said nigga on his show?
Does he? You know what? He do look like a nigga that say nigga a lot.
Because in her little video, she was like, you know, Spotify's platform has been remotely built off music artists.
Yeah.
That's who pays them. And in turn, they taking that money. She's saying they get like 0.003% per stream on their songs. And they taking all that money and they just gave Joe Rogan like $100 million like 2 years ago because that's how big his podcast is they gave him $100 million to put it on Spotify. So
$100 million on a podcast?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, please like, share, and subscribe to Jay and Hater Podcast. We would greatly appreciate it.
Nah, I don't need the whole $100 million. I'm just saying if I can
just touch the hem of that garment of $100 million.
So, you know, so that made me like to go try to find this video that they compilated together of him saying nigga. Like I knew Like I'm not gonna lie, he do look like the type of person that probably would say nigga a lot.
With a hard R at the end.
Oh, trust me, it's definitely a hard R's on there.
So nobody's ever said anything before? Well, I mean, the people that probably listen to him will probably say nigga, and they probably shouldn't. So why would they tell them they do the same thing? Listen,
I'm just saying, like, I listened to most of it. I think the most shocking part of it was a story that he told about. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you the story. I'm gonna kind of.
Okay.
I ain't gonna give it to you 1-to-1 because I ain't gonna retell it like that.
Loosely.
But he told a story about how him and a couple of friends wanted to go see Planet of the Apes when it came out. Mm-hmm. So they got in a cab and they told the driver, "Hey, we want to go see." And he was like, "Rah." He was like, the guy barely spoke English, but that's typical cab. Yeah, he said that. He was like, just make sure it's not like in a bad neighborhood. He said, so they get to this movie theater and to go see Planet of the Apes, and they walk in and they were in Planet of the Apes. Like, it was literally Africa in there. Yeah. He said it was like Africa in there. He was like, wasn't not a white person in sight. He was like, he just kind of went on about that.
So
there's been occasions to where, like in the clip, right? It's like he says, "Oh, it's just a nigga thing, nigger thing."
Nigger.
She's calling you a nigger. Like he said things like that. Oh, that's our nigger. And saying like there should be an alternative word to the word nigga. And just different clips of him, just like it. Different clips of him with the hard R. Kind of like the man,
So, does that mean the black community is not going to watch, like, UFC and shit anymore? Because that's what he liked to do?
Yeah, he's on that.
So, he's being boycotted? Are we boycotting him? Are we boycotting UFC fights? Are you niggas boycotting UFC fights? No, y'all ain't niggas. How long ago was this episode that he did?
Like, was over a span of like 12 years.
So nobody said anything in 12 years and thrown a fit about Joe Rogan saying nigga.
He said it with niggas. He said it with niggas on the show. Joe Rogan. The nigger guy. Joe Rogan's the nigger guy. Nigger guy, stop.
So now I gotta boycott Joe Rogan. I mean, I never really cared for him anyways. He had niggas eating bull balls on Fear Factor.
But that's what I want to ask you too. Like, I'm not saying that people should get passes, right? Not like dogs.
Not like Dogs the Bounty Hunter was giving the brothers gave him passes.
Not the nigger.
That was the brothers. Not the brothers, niggas, but the brothers. Okay.
But do you think, like, because he's comedian, and there was a different time back then. Do you think
back then he's been doing it over the span of 12 years?
Yeah, but times changed now, and people more.
Who are you, Grand Wizard?
But I'm just saying, Billy, do you think? I'm not saying that people should get a pass, but do you think there's ever a time? This is what they want to know. Do you think there's ever a time where that's okay?
No. For a white person to say that? And they not in a movie? They not in Django Unchained again? Like, no. I don't think there's ever a pass for that. No, there isn't. There is not. Why? Why would we give them a pass to say that? Why would we give them a pass based off of something that happened in our past that we still trying to get over? Hell no, they don't get a pass.
Okay. I figured you would say that. I knew you would say that. I'm more than likely.
Who else said nigga?
No.
Okay, I mean, about Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky, I don't know.
I mean, he did before.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, okay, since you brought up Lil Dicky, and he have said it before, do you think context matters? Because these are just clips, instances of him saying it, but there's not a larger context of the conversation of why he was saying it. I'm not saying that it's okay that he said it. You know what I mean?
I feel like he shouldn't be comfortable saying it, period. Because think about it, some of the white people that the black community, that the culture fuck with, don't even say it. Paul Wall doesn't say it. Eminem doesn't say it. You know what I mean? And they are still just as respected So if they can build a whole career on something that really affects our culture, that is aimed at our culture, and still not say that word, why is he able to say it? That's just how I feel. And you can't get them to say it. They're not going to. They will say every other word in the dictionary but that. They'll call themselves a cracker or whatever before they would do that.
Yeah.
So no, he doesn't get a pass.
So context.
Black folks don't fuck with him like that. So
context don't matter.
No, you mean like if he's telling a story or something like that?
Yeah, like in a mix of a story.
If he's quoting what someone said, like, I can't believe I was at the movies and this white lady called this black guy a nigger. If it was something like that, it's shaky. It's shaky.
That's what I mean. Like,
it's shaky.
Does context matter?
But to just be saying it, just to be saying it, even then, I'd be like, so you couldn't just say N-word? Like,
okay, I'm glad you said the N-word. Because he mentioned that.
S-word.
Because he mentioned that.
What?
Spirit trucker.
Yeah. We don't use that.
He was like, sometimes in the moment, saying the N-word don't fit. I'm paraphrasing. He was like, so I feel like in those instances, it's okay, not necessarily okay to say it, but it goes in terms of the story.
So instead of saying the actual word being like, I was at the movies and she called this guy the N-word.
Right. But he went ahead and told the whole...
It's almost like when you're a kid. It's like you kind of like, Mama, she said the S-word, or Mama, she said shit. You know what I mean? So... And
that's what I mean, do context matter? Because he also goes on to explain, some of those clips where he was telling stories like Richard Pryor. Like where, one of his comedy stand-ups was called nigger. Or he was talking about Red Fox, where he was the first person to say nigga on TV in the 70s. So he was like, some of those clips of me saying the word comes from me telling those type of stories, or...
But it's multiple times. Yes, I feel like, why is he talking a lot about nigga shit and saying the word? It's different if it was like an isolated or very few and far between. But again... I don't feel like black folks really fuck with him like that anyways. So why? No. If he really did fuck with us, he would know that we wouldn't even want him to be saying that word in the first place.
That's true.
That's just my opinion. So no, that nigga don't get a pass. No, now he's on my cancel list.
Damn, you done canceled him.
But the Caucasian cancel list, the CCL.
Well, I guess since you already canceled him, I guess I'm going to tell you what his defenders are saying.
Who's his defenders? The brothers?
Yeah.
Is it the brothers?
The brothers. The brothers told him it's okay. Trump?
Okay, why the fuck would I care about what Trump said? That nigga is the head of the CCL.
Trump said, hey man, don't apologize for how you feel.
Of course he gonna say that.
And then another company that was in Canada was like, hey man, don't deal with the bullshit in the politics.
Don't deal with the niggas.
Come on up to Canada, send your show up here with us. We'll give you another $100 million.
Well, I mean, Canada's just as racist, so.
But I'm just saying, he got options.
Well, he can take those options. He's canceled for me. This nigga gonna bring up Trump and then think I'm supposed to be like, oh, well, Donald, whatever Donald J says, nigga.
Speaking of Trump, man, let me talk about something else. So we had the insurrection last year, right? Where the people was the great insurrection of America.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you, I kind of joke and I laugh about, the people being arrested and all that stuff because it's hilarious. Well, they just arrested a brother. He was there. But this is how they caught him. He used the pictures of him in the place, sitting on the steps, as an album cover.
Bitch!
Yeah. Like, album? It was clean too. It was one, the background was blurry like he did on the iPhone.
He had Martin Luther King in the sky, and then Malcolm X, and then Barack Obama staring down at him. He was sitting
on the steps, and he was like this, had his red, white, and blue on, and the background was blurry. He's sitting on the steps, you can see the people running by. And there was pictures of him posing next to the statues, like, yeah, did that shit.
See, when it comes to like the racial, but also the people we would give away.
But also the kicker was he was on probation. So he got sentenced to 21 months in prison. The longest sentence so far, somebody being into insurrection.
And of course it will be a nigga. You know what?
Hey, man.
When did this happen? We're in Black History Month. We don't need to be talking about this type of stuff. It's already people doing crazy stuff at painting sips. It's already, Rihanna's having a baby though.
Yeah,
but
damn, boy.
Yeah, you gotta lock down. She's a baby mama.
Is crazy, boy. It's a crazy world we live
in. That's so bad. Nelly got exposed. It's a lot going on.
But why is Ashanti trending? Because of Nelly's video. The people like, oh, bitch, this is the shit that you've been, this is the shit you put on with.
Is this why your days were cold without him? Yeah. Like, you know what?
Damn, Nelly, boy, them boy to expose you and not,
he exposed himself. He posted the video on his story or whoever was posting.
Boy, I'm just saying, boy, he got yourself looking bad. Just gotta take
this Black History Month is just full of some nigga shit.
Yeah, boy. I mean, starting out with nigga, Joe Rogan and nigging it up, and so you might well nigga it up.
Lord, where's Barack Obama when you need him? Barack Hussein, where's Michelle?
Like Malcolm D.
I would say Oprah, but like, you told me she don't even own anymore. So
yeah, but she sold it 95%. But she get to stay on as a CEO.
Y'all gonna pay?
And
maybe she was like, look, I just want to make some money off of this because I'm getting older and I don't want to do all this stuff.
But that's crazy when you think about it now that OWN is no longer owned by a black person. Revolt, BET's not. And there's one more, but none of them that's supposed to be for the culture.
So maybe that's why
somebody but the culture.
So. Who owns Tubi? Because all the nigga movies is on Tubi. I'm sorry.
That's independent.
I'm sorry. I cannot. I've seen a couple of those movies. Listen, those that enjoy it, more power to y'all. I cannot.
You gotta watch it for the story. You just can't.
I cannot.
Not the acting. Don't do it.
So I don't want to watch something for the acting when the whole point is I'm watching people act.
I mean,
I cannot.
You're supposed to listen with your mind, not with your eyes.
I cannot. So they say everything ain't for everybody, and that is not for me. So I can't. You can't. It's like nothing but Tyler Perry movies, but worse than Tyler Perry movies.
Them no budget.
Yeah, them
the ones just for the culture, not like what's on BET. Snakes.
Did you really just hiss?
I did. You little snake jazz ass.
Anywho. No,
So we done with Joe Rogan is what you're saying.
Joe Rogan is canceled. Jay and Hater have canceled Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan don't give a shit. He was like, I don't know them niggas.
So you said I gotta watch UFC on mute.
If you're gonna watch it, at least bootleg it or whatever y'all call it. So that way.
You can't say that. We don't do that around here.
I mean, we don't do that, but watch it as someone else who just happens to have it playing for free. So that way they're not making no money.
So we don't listen to Joe.
I mean, if you listen to it on mute or whatever, I will not be paying attention. No. Joe Rogan's canceled. I was going to say,
because damn, that Adesanya fight was this weekend. I was like, damn, can we cancel him next week?
No, we can't. It ain't no schedule.
He's starting on Monday.
We ain't just had no meeting. Okay, once we get done with these, we're going to No, he's canceled now. As of the date of this show. Not the release date, the date this time. February 10th, 2022. 2/10/22. Canceled.
Damn, Joe, you messed up
canceled. Money. Yep. I mean, we weren't really giving them no money anyways in any type of way, but
doing that either.
No.
I hope not.
No.
Well, I guess because I listen to stuff on Spotify. Oh shit!
You are part of the problem. It is Black History Month. So you are part of the problem.
Spotify. What's Spotify?
I can do without Spotify. Does it?
Sometimes.
Got you listening to Joe Rogan. See?
So talk to me. You got any petty words of wisdom?
I do. So I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet.
All right, talk to me.
You know, people like to talk, and there's a lot of people that are like, I can't believe people in my business and this and this and that. They got something to say about this and that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people only talk about you because they lost the privilege to talk to you. They can't talk to you, so all they can do is talk about you.
I mean, I never really thought about it like
Sometimes people only talk about you because they lost the privilege to talk to you.
Damn. Niggas. I guess so. Because the people that want to always like give you the tea and shit, because they be like, hey man, let me tell you about something. Right. Well, I ain't really just talk to them.
Right. Have you heard about this? What are they doing? They want to know what you're doing.
They want to ask you.
Right. They want to ask other people what you're doing because they probably talk to them, but I don't get to talk to them. So how am I going to heard from Nick? Right. Right.
Yeah, I seen him yesterday. Oh man,
you can't talk to him. You can't talk to him on Facebook and Instagram. You don't. I don't really talk to him like that. There's a reason.
Damn.
There's always a reason.
So you think when people fall off, sometimes do you think it be because they just like the relationship probably just changed?
Of course.
Like I don't really.
There's a difference in being just too busy and then just not fooling with them. Because even if you're really, really busy, for the people that you really want to know what's going on with you and the ones that you really cut for, you're still going to make some type of effort or contact, or at least be spoken of and still in good terms, versus just being like, no problem no more.
So give them to them one more time.
Sometimes people only talk about you because they lost the privilege to talk to you.
Damn, I like that. Okay. So you got anything
So if Joe Rogan ever talks about us, it's because he can't talk to us. Oh,
because we too important. We got people. He need to have his people contact our people.
I don't want his people to contact our people because our people is us. So it's me and you.
You ain't supposed to tell them that.
They know.
Oh,
they know.
That's true.
They know.
Hey, but if you want to talk to us, we can talk to him. We can put us on. He can put us on.
Right. You can find us at www.jandhater@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Jay and Hater Podcast, and Instagram, Jay Hater Podcast. I am Jay Duce on Instagram.
You can always find your boy Lord Hater.
So yeah, anything else? Any news?
I think it's important that we tell you, because we haven't said it yet. Also, that we also getting really close to time to winding this season down.
Right, season 2.
Yeah, man. So we usually take our monthly break in March,
and then we'll come back with some changes.
A little bit, because we've been thinking about some stuff. We don't know we told you that before.
Yeah,
I know we've said it multiple times that we've thought about changing the name of the show
or updating it a little bit.
So we kind of need to really just sit down and focus on the direction we like to take. So we just want to kind of just put that on your mind that we got a couple more of these things left.
But we have started doing review videos, so check out our video on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram. We reviewed the Little Debbie ice cream, gave our opinion on it. Quick 5-minute video. We get straight to the point. No bullshit.
I ain't gonna fluff you
up.
So
definitely check that out. We're going to be doing more reviews of other items and stuff like that as well.
That's right.
Giving you guys more content.
I like that.
So yeah. Well, I don't have anything else.
I got nothing else, man. As always, man, I feel like I ain't said it in a minute. And you know how I always feel, man. I appreciate you. And I thank you for coming in and listening to us every week, for sure. Every week. We definitely appreciate you all. Yeah, that one. And if you have nothing else, we'll see you guys next week. Always protect your peace. Bye, guys.